We're back, we're back, we're back. This is episode 32 of Simply Carifying, and it is called Enough. Can you already sense what's happening in this room today? I mean, can you already feel the vibe? The word enough is one of those things where if you say it a bunch of times, it doesn't really make fucking sense anymore. To me, I have a lot of those though. So I myself am a wife and mother and friend and daughter and aunt and niece. I think that's all. I don't know. But I'm a worker and a teacher and, all of these things. And sometimes at my age, believe it or not, I still don't feel like I can be enough. It's weird, right? It's very relatable though. Honestly, it's one of the crazy fucking phenomenons, especially in like wife moms, that just gets in there. It's like a fucking parasite, right? That just kind of it's dormant for a while and then it just comes back out and it's like, "Hey, what's up? You suck." And it's just like, fuck, man. Oh, so why do we feel like we're not enough? Like, what is it actually? So I looked it up for fun. So let's just see. When mothers and wives feel like they aren't enough, it often stems from a combination of societal pressure, the invisible mental load, and an intensified internal critic. This feeling, sometimes called depleted mother syndrome, never heard of that, but okay, fun fact, isn't a medical diagnosis. Of course it's not. It's like the one thing that's not. What the fuck? But a state of long-term emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. Here's why these feelings occur and how to manage them. First off, it makes a lot of sense that it says, a long-term emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. It's kind of crazy that it's like the only thing that has a name, but it isn't a medical diagnosis, which means there isn't a magical pill. Sorry, we're on our own. Go fucking figure. Why the feeling of not enough happens. The internal critic, which I think is going to be a big one of mine, but let's see. The more you care about something, the louder your internal critic becomes. Mothers often hold themselves to impossible standards because they care deeply for their children and spouses. So, yes. The other thing, which I'm going to say is something I'm going to say before we read it, when you see people not seemingly go through it. Let me tell you though that when you see that mom in the grocery store pushing her quiet child who, is just looking around so peacefully, not making any, loud, obnoxious noises or anything like that, while she gets her whole grain this and her organic that and her freshly pleated this and her nicely, touched up that with her expensive handbag and da-da-da-da-da. Her heels don't even click. That's how magical everything is, right? The wheels on her cart spin perfectly. They never stall out or anything like that. They don't make any noise. It's just like, it's like watching a silent movie of grace just float through the thing. And you feel like when you look back at your cart and your kid has, their hand all the way in the goldfish box and there's crumbs that we're leaving a trail of, and you get the picture. There is a little bit of people that, like to compare and feel like because this is their situation, and that's obviously a reality for somebody, what are they doing wrong? Like it automatically switches to we're doing something wrong. We're not enough. Right? We're not strict enough. We're not clean enough. We're not tidy enough or prepared enough. Like, it's just the word enough could just be plugged in so many different times to so many different spots. And it's all negative a lot of the time. I don't know many people who are like, I'm so glad I'm enough. Like, that means you're good and you don't need anything extra. Like you're solid. I don't know. I don't know anybody that is like that. But we'll move on to from the internal critic. We'll see. The invisible mental load. Mothers and wives frequently carry the weight of household planning, logistics, and emotional management, which can lead to feeling unappreciated or invisible. What that means is that within the walls of our house that we've made a home and comfort for all of our spawn and our spouse and everything else, we are basically the hub, right? We're like the Google fucking Nest of that bitch. We're the Alexa. We have to know where everything is. We have to know when the bills are paid, when they're due, what switch turns what on and off, where that, one piece of paper was from 3 weeks ago. All the things. We just have to know all the things about the house and everyone in the house. Everyone's fucking schedule, their appointments, their schoolwork, their after school shit, their everything. When does this person have a work meeting? When is there this dinner? Like, the hub knows everything. And God forbid you throw fucking feelings into that mix. Whew! Boy, and hormones? Feelings and hormones of all other people. When we have our own, right? We have our own. So, like, why? Why? Why is it up to us to be the fucking for everyone? It is exhausting. For example, I have 4 daughters. 4 lovely daughters. My youngest is 5. My oldest is 20. My 2 middles are 11 and 17. So I, as you can tell, have hormones across the board. I have stages of female problems from A to Z, right? I've got periods and boys and girl clicks and bitch fits and just like every kind of fucking angle problematic situation that a girl can incur. This is not even including my own. I know you feel really bad for my husband right now. Well, don't, okay? It is a lot to be the one person who has to regulate everyone's shitty day. To be that cheerleader for everyone in the house. When someone else has a garbage attitude and you have to be like, it's okay. Everything's going to be great. You're wonderful. You're loved. You're enough. You're beautiful. This, that, whatever. Constantly. You're constantly dishing this shit out. Constantly. To the fact where this is where you can feel like you're not enough. That's because so much of you is given away. Like, how can you feel like enough when you have to give so much away? It's like very tiring, even just to say. Let's move on. Societal sacrifice narrative. Women are often taught that their value is tied to sacrifice and service, leading to guilt when they prioritize their own rest and happiness. That is actually very spot the fuck on. Once upon a time, I was doing laundry, go figure. And I wasn't even at my own house. But I was doing laundry to help out somebody somewhere. And this gentleman came home, family member, came home, and he had just got home from work. He kicks off his shoes, he puts his lunchbox away, whatever, and he's like, you being here right now reminds me of a saying that I heard once upon a time. And I'm like, oh yeah, what's that? Well, a man rises and falls with the sun, and a woman's work is never done. You can't see how close I want to get to this camera right now if you're just listening, but just know that if I could reach through this lens, it's a very true statement, as shitty as it is. Very true. Very, very true. How many times have you started a fucking load of laundry after the sun went down? Several. Right there. Several. How many times have you seen somebody come home, unload, they're all stressed out, so they just immediately need to plug in to feel better. Meanwhile, your day has been a constant fucking goddamn never-ending wasteland of boogers and tears and throw up and problems. And yet, it's just not the right time for you to be able to sit back and unwind because someone else needs you. it's very easy to not feel like you're enough in these situations. Okay? I don't know why it is such a struggle, because realistically, it's really heavy to constantly be that person. It's like you're the anchor of the house. You know how nobody thinks about it until they have to be it, I guess. And there are so many times that I feel like I need to be like this person. And okay, so as I was saying, let's back it up. Realistically, how could I not be enough? You know, I have given the last 20 years of my life to raising 4 kids. Okay, still going, but like, there it is. And my kids are not assholes. My kids are understanding of the world, as in they don't, they're not entitled to anything, and to be a good human and stuff like that. There are several things that I am good at, that I do. I have a lot of great relationships in my life. I mean, I'm still going strong after being married almost 22 years. Like, it's crazy when you just take a step back and you realize what exactly you accomplish in a day, and yet we can still have these feelings of, maybe I'm not enough. It's almost insane, actually, to think like that, because if you compare, which is not a good thing to do, but if you compare with someone else that you know, or like even in your family, it's like, could this person do that? Could they be me? And like, would they feel like this? Like, it's just, I don't know why it's such a repetitive situation in our minds that we just feel, I don't know if it's like anxiety, if it's just the over bombardment of social media showing us, things we should be, or making us feel like we should be. And if we're not, then, it's not enough. It's just, there are a lot of times where I have just felt crushed, right? If I make a list of everything I want to get done in that day, and I don't get the list done at some point, I'm not like this now, but like at some point in my life, we're going to say 20s maybe, I would have these, big things, and I could totally get them done. If for some reason that list didn't get done, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Like, other people can do this list times 4, you know what I mean? Like, why am I, what's lacking? Where am I lacking at? What am I not doing right? And then it just kind of fucking spirals from there. And it's a horrible situation. It's a horrible situation. So, strategies to manage these feelings, because so many of us have this. So, acknowledge the invisible. Use tools like the Fair Play deck to visualize and redistribute household duties with your partner. Okay. So, instead of thinking that because you're the hub of the house, that everything in this house it's on you. If dishes don't get done, that's your fault. If laundry doesn't get done and folded right now, that's your fault. If somebody lost something, if someone else lost something and you have no idea where it is, yeah, it's time to go into meltdown mode. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, honestly. And yet, we take it on as meltdown possibilities sometimes. It's ridiculous when you think about it. Challenge the perfect myth. Your children do not need a perfect mother. They need a real and present one. Well, yeah, I know I mentioned Brie Vandekamp once upon a time from Desperate Housewives, right? Very cold, collective, seemingly perfect, Betty Crocker-esque person, but her husband can't stand her. Her kids can't stand her. Like, She's just trying to be this porcelain, perfect, fucking princess proper fucking prick. And for what? Like, you're dying on the inside. You're screaming. You still feel like you're not enough. The Brie Vandekams of the world feel like they're not enough. So it's definitely a global situation. It's not just you, okay? It's not just you. You're not... And I know I've said this before, but if you feel like you're not enough, you are! You fucking are! I'm grabbing this microphone right now and I'm telling you that you are. You are enough. You are. I'm imagining that this is your face. Your face! I just want you to know that you are more than enough, okay? There is nobody that could do everything that you do because you do it your way with your you-ness, okay? Eunice is a name, isn't it? Eunice. Eunice. It's not mine, thankfully. Anyway, back it up, Kara. Catch the right train. Prioritize the marriage. What? Oh, right. Strategies. Okay. Because I did say wife and mom. So, okay. So, strengthening the marital bond often provides a secure foundation needed to parent more effectively. Okay. Well, if you're co-parenting or you're roommating with your significant other, then yeah, you can, there's a little bit of a resentment that builds in there, which can cause some friction when it comes to, parenting, and that can definitely make you feel like you're not enough in either department. So yeah, I can see where strengthening one will kind of help the other along. That makes sense. Practice radical self-appreciation. Consciously recognize your efforts. Sometimes just getting through the day is an achievement. Yeah, it is. Abso-fucking-lutely. There are some days, honestly, where I don't get enough sleep. I mean, that's a lot of the days. But there are some days where I really don't get a lot of sleep. And all I want to do is turn off every fucking alarm clock-esque thing and just sleep. I just want to fucking sleep. Whether it's 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I don't care. Just let me be. Just let me bear it out for a while. And then when I wake up, I don't want to get up. I just want to prop my bed up, maybe grab my gaming controller, turn on a game, maybe have some breakfast brought to me, caffeine definitely, but like no noise. I don't want to be needed for anything. I don't want to be wanted. I kind of just want to be invisible, right? I want to do my own thing and be invisible. All of these things, right? But we can't. Like, most of the time, we can't fucking do that. We have to get the alarm because we have to wake somebody up and get them on their feet and their day started, and then, make sure that everything goes well for them, and then that person, and then before you know it, yeah, getting through the day is a big deal. It is a big deal a lot of the time, yeah, because it's full of things that we don't want to do, that we have to do, and yeah, there's just a tiny slice of the day that is saved for us a lot of the time, and it's really, really sad. But most definitely, if you've made it through the day, don't forget to recognize your efforts because, yeah, sometimes it's a lot. Seek community is the next one. Connect with friends who can offer a safe space to vent and validate that you are not alone in these struggles. You're right here, bitch. You're right here with me. If we had a margarita, we could just go back and forth. This is it. Like, this is it. I'm telling you, you're enough. I know you're saying it back to me, and I thank you. So that's awesome. If you don't have those kind of connections, groups online are great, but you kind of got to do your weed work, You kind of gotta traipse through a bunch of trash to get the right ones, because not every thing is like a catch-all. So like, I personally was in my feelings a lot of times. I was feeling really doubtful and just not enough. And so I was trying to fill gaps by going into mom groups online. And I thought, okay, well, yeah, I mean, obviously they know what I'm feeling, right? Because they've felt it. Here's all these moms, like, they have similar problems in day-to-days and blah, blah, blah. There were so many rules. There were a lot of judging situations going on. So it's basically like, it's kind of like a Stepford parenting group is what I kept running into a lot of the time. And it's like, this is not fucking helpful, right? Like, I don't need a mock therapist. I don't need a Brie Vandekamp telling me that, maybe you should fluff your pillows the right way. I don't need that. Like, I just need somebody, to be like, God, today fucking sucked. Like, that's it. And like-minded people, which is why I created a group called Tired Moms Anonymous. But anyway, so community is a big thing, I guess. I'm one of those people that like the one or two, like, handful of stuff. I unload on my sister a lot. Okay, a lot. Just as she does to me. It's a mutual thing. We're both wives, we're both moms, and we both have days where it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here, honestly? Seriously. Our getaway to that is that one day we're going to go in a shark cage, okay? We're going to go and just, like, go underwater. Probably not with chum, because I'm pretty sure that's, like, outlawed by now or whatever. But we're just going to be one with the ocean in a scary fucking box that hopefully doesn't snap and sink to the floor while these carnivorous creatures come up. And so when we have really bad days and we're both side by side bad days, we're like, I'll meet you at the docks tomorrow. That's like our mental, okay, let's go. We've had enough, right? Not that we are enough, but that we've had enough. All right. Seek professional help is the other one. If feelings of inadequacy become overwhelming, therapists or counselors can provide specialized strategies for managing burnout and self-esteem. So, as much as I like to talk, I don't know, it's not my necessary situation for me. But a lot of people I know, go that route and have great things to say. I don't know. I don't like to let my negative thoughts take up too much space in my mind. Okay, because I have been around people so long that just live in a state of dread and depression and everything else that it's kind of like their personality. And even though I'm a dark bitch, I am, right? Like, I am all about, like, fear and horror and just screams and just scaring the ever-living shit out of people. Like, I'm too bright of a personality to be like, I can't do anything because my life sucks and today sucks and outside sucks. Like, I fucking get it, right? Like, there's too many of those fucking people, I swear. I can't be one of them, I can't be one of them. So, I don't like to let the negative shit. I try to really, really, really find the good. And on days when I don't feel like enough, and I've had plenty, especially in my early mom days or like in my 20s, like, talk about insecurity overload and like just being swamped in your own mind. It's a scary situation sometimes. But I've always been able to come out of it one way or another, whether by kind of bouncing shit off of other people or just taking some of that time, carving it out for myself, even if I have to create it out of nothing. I have managed to overcome all of those times. And seriously, when you step back, like if you imagine yourself as like a fucking box and you just take one big step backwards and you're looking at yourself, look at yourself, you do amazing things. Like, ungodly, amazingly extraordinary fucking things. Some things that other people just can't fucking do. And nobody can do it like you, So it's like, here you are, feeling like you're not enough, which is insane because you've accomplished A to Z like it's nothing. This is your everyday. And you handle it like a fucking boss. So never, ever, ever feel like you're validated for feeling that you're not enough. Everyone feels it, right? It's kind of unavoidable because you've always got somebody else that does something faster, easier, more elaborate, whatever. There's always going to be somebody somewhere doing something bigger, better, whatever, seemingly, okay? That doesn't mean that you're not enough, period. Like, doesn't mean you're any kind of failure or any kind of lacking, whatever. So you really need to just sidestep that fucking thought and just get through it. Just plow right through it. So with that, I know that this has been kind of, again, like an all over the situation. My trains get going. Sometimes it cross tracks, whatever. We've been there. Done. This is episode 32, okay? If you're not on board with me and my crazy ass personality by now, I can't help you. I cannot help you. So just know that you're not the only one, and everyone feels like this at some point or another about something, and just know that it's not a defining characteristic at all. Okay? It's just something that happens. It's something we get over, get through. And we know that we're fucking badass, crazy, amazing humans. We're humans. You know what I mean? We're humans. So thank you so much for tuning in, listening, watching, however you're doing this. Please be really kind, like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you need to do, you know? And if you don't want to, fuck you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Joke. But seriously, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and you are enough. Say it with me now. I am enough. Great. We will see you next time, or you will hear me next time. Either way, have a wonderful day. Thank you.